Hello everyone, I hope you all are having a great day. In this video, I'm talking to you about the packaging that I do not like. And first up, Spackle has got packaging like this. But the top is somewhat hard to put back on. Now another one like that is Rimmel Stay Matte, same thing. Hard to put back on. When you're in the middle of applying your foundation or showing it in a video, when you've got foundation or primer on your fingers and you're trying to get the lid back on, it's not super easy. Now, this is much easier with the flip top. See? Simple. So, Laura Geller and Rimmel, you might change these to flip tops. Then, Wet n Wild. You have come out with this, the paddle. This is a liquid makeup, and I appreciate the paddle, but it's runny, it's messy to deal with. So, you could be, now this has a doe foot. So if you didn't want a doe foot because it's so liquidy, you could do the eyedropper instead, or LA Colors has a foundation that has got an airless pump. You could use that. An airless pump for $1. Not a bad not a bad invention here. For $1, airless pump. So, Wet n Wild. Let's work on that. Then this L'Oreal Mineral Makeup. This part is alright. First, the brush is really too big to go into I use my own mineral makeup brush, and the siffer is okay, but like that, powder just went down. If it had a locking mechanism on the top, and then another portion on the mechanism where you could sift out on the top of there and then get the mineral makeup, and a brush small enough to go in there, or the jug bigger, it would work better. And then to lock it all back in so you're not using the cup on top. So when I use this, I don't use this brush, I use my own. And it's small enough, it dips in there all right, and then I just tap off, or I don't tap off and just use it. But that would make it so much simpler than the way it is. So I don't like this the way it is. Now, I do like the holes being big enough where the product comes out, but I don't like how messy that is. So if they added one more top here, even with a top here to lock it all in once you were done, then put the top back on, and then the outer top, that would work much better. So, L'Oreal, consider that. See, like Bare Minerals. Bare Minerals has got a locking top. Now, I don't really like having to put foundation in here tap, tap, tap. So if this unlocked, the sifter let out and then there was um, like another lid type here, and the mineral makeup came out through that sifter part, and then so that you don't make the lid all powdery, and there's no powder in the locking mechanism, but it comes out the top. And then you take your brush and swirl that way. That would work. That would work much better. But this can change. So, both of this. Then, this CG Professional Powder. I've already said I don't like this, but this is another powder. Not much room there. And it just comes out in clumps. Now, if it was taller on the sides, so there was more room, and then you'd have plenty of room to take your brush and then tap, or again, one of those nets on top that captures it, and it's tall enough so the powder stays here and whatever you need is at the top, and you can just take your brush and swirl around. That would be a lot easier and better to work with. So, CoverGirl, consider that. Less mess, easier to work with. It's a win. Then, this, the ball at the end. See that? See that this round area here? A ball at the end? Yeah. Lining with that isn't easy. I prefer just the sticks that straight and goes to a point. But this with the ball is not easy to work with. So, Revlon, consider changing that. Then, Laura Geller, the Delectables. I like the colors. I do. I like all of this. What I don't like, this is paper. I don't like that. I don't like the packaging at all. And there's no clasp on this, no way to shut it. It does shut, but so if this was more like a plastic palette, it would be much easier and better to work with. So paper, and then it's just like that. So again, Laura Geller, consider that. Thank you. Then this hard candy. Your colors are vibrant and rich, and I like them. And I really like this. This is a dollar store palette. This is a palette from the dollar store. Look at that. But this. Okay, hard candy. I know it's dollar store palette, but it can close correctly, right? See that? This is the only palette at the dollar store I've ever found with a mirror in the palette, which I think is awesome. And the colors are awesome. Vibrant, rich, but this. I have it and I'm keeping it, and I wear them. So I like them. But this needs to be worked on. So, then, with it just open liquid foundations, and there's many of them, not just Wet n Wild, but many of them. You just unscrew the top like so, and this has a paddle. But even for the ones that don't have a paddle, you just open it up and they're just liquid and come out like so. How about this instead? This is a liquid foundation. First, easy to put on the top. That's the dispenser. and then you squeeze to let the product out. Now, for a liquid foundation, works the same way. Squeeze down into your hand, squeeze down to the back of your hand on a plate, however, but it's controllable this way. Turn it over, squeeze however much you want, put the top back on. It's easy to control. If you don't squeeze out enough the first time, squeeze out more, but it's controllable and the majority of it stays in the bottle. So consider this CoverGirl. So I think that's the swatch for that foundation. I think that is all for this video. All right, everybody, I've got vlogs, a lot more vlogs and blogs coming, so stay tuned. So, all right, everybody, like, subscribe, and click the notify. I'm Vicki, and thank you so very, very much for watching.